write a mountain dreamer. It is called The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow. If you have been opened by life's betrayals, or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it, or fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the moon, yes! It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself, and if you truly like the company you keep in those empty moments. I guess I was given that invitation at the beginning of some great initiations. Initiations that were far beyond what I could ever believe I could do. And these were initiations into, some would call, the shamanic realms. And these are the things that truly throw the tests at you. If you choose to explore that side, so many things will arise to go, okay, if this is something you truly want, I'll show you if you truly want it. And those little tests, those little exams. But one of the greatest exams I continue to experience is, I just call it the falling in love. The falling in love, because I've fallen down all my life. But I've tricked my mind at an early age into believing that it was a good thing. That I gave gratitude for every time I hit the pavement. Literally, physically falling straight down. My legs giving out due to the undermineralizing of the nerve and the bones. And you know what? I cut my healing time in half. Go figure. When I can give gratitude for stubbing my toe. Can you go there? Try it. And so I call it falling in love. And although it, yes, it hurts. You get a slap to the face, it's going to hurt. But isn't what the practice of becoming more whole, more spiritual, is more to do with your response than your reaction? Sometimes it takes an acute awareness to go into that space and go, I'm turning this around and I'm going to offer gratitude in this moment. I'm going to trick myself into thinking that this is an opportunity. Because it brought me great humility. And it's caused me to really look at how humble we can become towards others, towards ourselves. Truth and being able to see another for who they are. You know, we talk about, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you, and you, and you, you, and you. I see you, I see you, and I see you. What I'm talking about is I see that part of you that is infinite. That part of you that is behind your name. That is above your words. Above your preferences. Your soul. And isn't it nice to be recognized on a soul level? That's love. That's appreciation. While we're down here, let's appreciate one another. You know? Let's offer a humble, coming from underneath, appreciation. You know what they say in India? They say, Namaste. We've heard this? We've heard this? Namaste. The divine in me sees the divine in you. And when I'm in that space in me and you're in that space in you, we are one. When I was in India last year, everybody does that. That's just how they are. Namaste. Namaste. Every day. They even have a Ronald McDonald going like this. And I'm like, is that to namaste or to go? But they do. They acknowledge on that soul level one another. And it keeps it sacred. And it keeps it real. It's saying, I see the divine in you.